Alright, we're doing a one-bedroom apartment. We've already done a video showing the pre-vacuuming. What we're going to do is we're going to use the Oreck, and we're going to go around and scrub all the stains. He's getting the rug doctor ready. But, and they had a cat or something, so it's not super bad pet stains. So I know the carpets are full of fur and everything, so we're going to try to use the Oreck first, which is over there. Brought a couple carpet bonnets and a brush to scrub with. There's some darker stuff in some spots. It's not too bad. Yeah. So he's going to go around and pre-spray everything real quick, and then he's going to do some bonneting. So I'm going to brush all the dark stains just to make sure the spray sets into them pretty good, and then I'll end up doing some bonneting. This may not come out. Yeah. It looks like some kind of tattoo ink or something. Well, stay tuned. He's going to pre-spray. We'll get right back when he starts using the Oreck. Alright, he's going to start scrubbing. Going to get all the, basically just the thresholds, traffic areas. He's also going to probably go over this with the bonnet, I think he said. Oh no, this is just the brush and the pre-spray. So he's not. Loosen up some of the bad, deep down traffic area dirt. See that? Just loosen it up right there. You can see the carpet change colors. It's going from dark to light, just with the brush. That means the pad will probably easily take it out. Now this carpet's got permanent wear in it. Not a thing you can do, it's just kind of getting old, and it'll look nice, but it'll always have a little bit of a gray area in it that you can't get out. It's still a good carpet though, it's just seen its better days. Let's see if that ink stain lightens up or comes out. It looks like it's lightening up. It may come out after all. I figured I've seen one before like that. It was tattoo ink, and it came out after a lot of work. But tattoo ink can be real difficult. Worse than a rug stain sometimes. Well, see, the Oreck Brush does a pretty good job of standing up the fibers. And it's really good for scrubbing and pre-spray and things like that. And what he's doing, he's not absorbing anything. He's still leaving the solution in there so that it can still break down the stains. It gets some good dwell time this way. Yeah, but it helps it to dwell. While it's dwelling, it might as well be agitated in. Mm-hmm. It just makes everything work a little bit better. Okay, hang on. I'll just keep the camera on. I'll move my cord out of my way. I'm going down that way. Let's see here. Put that light too. You've got real nice long cords on these machines, but they're sort of rubbery, where they kind of stick together when they get a little dampness on them, which is okay, but sometimes you gotta kind of find them apart. Alright. Let's see how this hallway I'm doing the whole hall because it's a shapes up. There's some paint stuck there, I can't do much with that right now. It's actually like Elmer's glue. And the only way I can get it out is to do damage to the carpet fiber, so I'm not going to get it out. Alright, there are some stains there in the hallway. Let's see how. Yeah, the hallway's a real gray area.
person who lived here had a dog, and they did a lot of coming and going, a lot of heavy traffic.
It's an upstairs apartment too, so the problem with people having pets in an upstairs apartment is they don't necessarily always want to take the pet down the stairs when it needs to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, especially in the icy winter. So, all right.
Is there anything by the back door?
Yeah, not really, but I'll hit it all. I think that's actually dry carpeting. They'll come out with the bonnet. Alright. Let me see the bedroom.
I don't think, just the threshold area maybe.
I'll just do the area where the carpet's matted a bit. I'm trying to stand it up some. Before I'll bonnet thing.
Oh, right here, did you?
Yeah.
That's all, that looks like it's worn in. That's some vibration and stuff.
That's not coming out, that's a fern.
Yeah, someone dropped something really, really hot right there.
Like a curling iron.
Yeah, it melted the carpet a little bit.
Alright. You might as well turn the
Yeah, I'll turn this off. He's got to get the bonnets ready.
battery time for the video.
And I'll turn it back on when he's getting the bonnet ready to go. Alright, he's bonneted the hallway and the bedroom. Now he's going to start running the rub doctor.
So just some extractions.
Yep, we're going to extract. So when you're doing that, you don't have to spend a lot of time with the bonnet because you're not trying to absorb everything with the bonnet. I'm not going to show a lot of this hallway just because we're going to do the main video in the living room because it's too tight and the bedroom to film real good. So I'll just give you a taste of what's coming up. So
we're to the living room and we're about to do some bonnet cleaning on the heavily soiled areas, and then we're going to extract everything else. Just putting down some spray real quick.
Alright, we've already done the hallway. It's trampled down because we haven't raked it yet. The bedroom, if I can show you a little bit. Gotta finish raking it, but it came out pretty nice after bonneting and then going over it with the rug doctor. There's some areas that's still a little bit damp, so they may look a little bit darker. But the carpet's nice and fluffy. There's the rake, which does a great job.
Now we normally, on film, we do the living rooms, and the reason why is to keep the film from being extra long. If people want us to do the bedrooms, and we know they want us to, we'll do bedrooms, and we'll do it into our apartments on film. But we don't know, if you're interested in that, message us and let us know, and we'll consider doing it if enough people have an interest in something like that. But it is a lengthy thing, and it makes a long video.
Okay, remember he's already gone over this carpet in here with the brush on the Oreck, so he's going to go over with the bonnet. And I'm going to let him finish the pre-spray and I'll turn the camera back on.
I'm done.
Are you?
Yeah.
Alright, is your bonnet ready to go?
Yeah. I just need to fire up the machine. Here we go.
You're going to use this nice white fluffy one?
No, I'm going to
use the other one?
It's already washed out.
Okay, the other one's clean too. They just, I wish they stayed looking like that forever and ever, but they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, they wear out. It takes a long time, but they wear out. away we go.
Now remember, we're showing the Rub Doctor. We have a lot of our viewers that requested that we do some more Rub Doctor videos, and we did one with just the Rub Doctor only. But we decided to just go ahead and put the two methods together. We've had people suggest that too, and request it in fact, and we wanted to show first off through a series of videos, which lasted about a year, that with the Oreck Orbiter and the carpet bonnets, you can actually clean your carpets really, really well. If you spend enough time bonneting, you can get all the dirt out of them and everything, and it's a low moisture method, so your carpets dry real quickly. Now when you go over with an extractor, it's a little faster because you don't have to bonnet as long, but you're going to have a little bit more dampness in your carpets, which isn't a big deal as long as you are careful how you set your machine up so that you extract as much water as you can.
If you do it like we do, it's not that much water, because by the time we get the carpet completely clean with the bonnet, all the dirty areas, we just have to make one pass with the Rub Doctor, so we're not making 4 or 5 passes and adding more and more water to the carpet.
Yeah, that's the key thing. By using the two machines together, neither one of the machines really has to do a whole lot of the work, so you're combining efforts and getting a much better finished result, because between the two of them, you're going to get all the extra stuff out of the carpet. You'll see how dirty the tank is whenever we dump it in the toilet, because we'll show that. And it's just good to use two different methods when you can, but you don't have to. That's what I just want to let people know. You don't have to use two methods to get your carpets clean, but you can if you have them available to you.
Well, we're showing people this method because some people are nervous just to bonnet clean. Some people accept it, and some people are afraid if they start bonnet cleaning, they won't clean carpets right. So we're showing that you can do if you can combine the both, you'll do the carpets real well, and then you can bonnet clean with confidence if you know you're going to extract. So.
Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off because our batteries are super low and it's about to die. He's flipping the bonnet over and he's going to keep working.
Yeah,
so I'll turn the camera back on when you start extracting. All right, the bonnet cleaning is completed. Now you're just going to extract with the Rub Doctor. Hopefully we have enough battery left on our camera to show all this. Now remember, we did not try to get all the dirt and everything out of the carpet with the bonnets. We just scrubbed them a little bit. So there's going to be a lot of dirt still in the carpets. But the bonnet helps loosen everything up so the extractor can pick it up easily.
All right.
Time to dump the
Dirty water, yeah.
dirty water. I'm gonna go on in
Let's see what we got here.
so I get a nice spot to view. Nice clean toilet to dump it into.
There's your proof of the cleaning being done. It's hard to argue with that.
Great plumbing. Here real quick. All right, he's gonna fill the machine up.
Just with some water, I want.
Yeah, he doesn't need a whole lot of water.
That should do the trick.
We can
I
always
hope.
always add more if we had to.
If I had to, I sure hate to add too much and have to go over the carpets more and more, especially when they're this clean. Well, here goes nothing. All right, this is to the point where I either dump the water out, which is more of a hassle for me, or find some areas that were a little darker and go over them a couple more times to empty the tank, and I'm gonna opt for that method. So, and if you're not sure which area to go to and finish your tank, always go to your traffic lane area. It's a guaranteed best spot to head to for a finishing touch. This won't be much. That's the sound of going home.
We're gonna get all of our equipment loaded, then we'll rake the carpets, and we'll show you how everything looks when we have it all raked up and everything. So stay tuned just a little bit longer, you can see that. Oh, and by the way, I will put links below the video in the description, so you can get more information on the Rug Doctor and on the Oreck Orbiter, and anything else I see that we used here that might be something you might want to duplicate if you wanted to do some of this type of stuff yourself. There's the Oreck.
And one more thing, when I say at the end of this that we're gonna go over some heavy stained oil areas one more time just to run the water out, I'm not in any way saying we didn't get them out the first time. I'm just saying it's just a good way to use up the excess water you got. But they're definitely clean, but it don't hurt to go over one more time just to empty your tank. It's either that or you gotta empty it, you know, through the auxiliary pump.
Yeah. So we'll finish this raking and everything, get everything put away, and I'll show you how everything looks when we get done. So stay tuned a little bit longer. All right, everything's raked. You see the bedroom back there is looking nice. The hallway has those nice rake marks. Looks pretty good. There's one little spot over there that's a little bit damp still. I can see it on the, you don't see it with the naked eye, but I can see it on the camera. So it came up pretty nice. So that's all for this one, and we're glad you guys watched our video, and stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you then.